The existence of the honeymoon phase is one of the most commonly denied or unacknowledged phase in relationships. We know it exists, and we know that we are likely to exit it eventually, but new couples deep in the throes of honeymoon phase are usually the first to deny its validity. On this episode of Simply Gents, discouraging as it may be, it's certainly not unheard of to find yourself not as attracted to your partner as you once were. Well, let's meet the guys on Simply Gents and find out more.
So now, because it's like this, I want to ask a question. What do you do when you don't feel attracted to your partner anymore? I know in my case, when I don't feel attracted to my wife, but for you guys, to your partners, I know you've got license to do whatever you want, but what do you do?
So I want to ask a question. Is the lack of attraction due to physical, mental, or emotional changes?
You just had to go deep.
No, we got to. Why are we scratching the surface? Why are we scratching the surface? Because can I tell you? Because most men think the natural assumption is like, I'm no longer attracted to my partner because she's gained weight or this is happening, which is also a lot of nonsense.
It's a lot of things,
Yeah. So we got to understand. Let's try and break it down to say, why would you stop? First of all, why would you stop being attracted to a partner?
Yeah. So that's what we want to interrogate, because this happens. And it's a subject that we normally don't talk about, because sometimes, I'm going to be honest, because there are certain days where I just come into the house, the madam is there, but I'm not there. I'm not there.
You have.
It's not probably the physical attraction, but something would have happened. And I would
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Are there some days you don't feel like going to work?
Yeah, plenty.
And do you still go to work?
I do.
Of course you do.
So, why then do we find it easier to disengage from the people who are important to us, the people who we've made a commitment to, the people who we've made promises to, than someone you just signed a piece of paper with, right? Because your employer has signed a piece of paper, right? And your employer is a contractual relationship, right? Your employer says, Howard, we expect you to come to work on these days, at these times. We will give you 1.5 days of leave every year. We will do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a contract, right? But in relationship, it's also a contract. The only difference is sometimes we don't articulate the contract. We don't specify what that contract is. But you are more inclined to comply with a contract that's based out of an obligation of employment and money than one that fundamentally affects every little bit of your life. You will not engage with your partner because we're short. You will not engage with your partner because you had a bad day. You will not engage with your partner because Kyle said something bad to you at work, right? But that person is the person you're living with.
Yeah,
that person could stab you in your sleep, my friend.
Exactly. In as much as we, a lot of people don't want to talk about these things are happening.
Yes, true.
Yeah, I can ask Kyle, for example, with your girlfriend.
Why are you asking Kyle?
Hey, with your girlfriend, for example, are things always rosy?
No, things are not always rosy, but it had never stopped with the sex. The sex was, even when she was pregnant, before I leave for work, we'd have sex.
With you, it's all about sex, eh?
Come back from work, 3 in the morning, whatever time I get back from work.
It's all about sex.
We'd have sex again.
But have you ever felt like, hey,
No, there's times when she does, like when she annoys me over certain things and stuff. When I was in a relationship, when she'd annoy me over stuff. But the sex part was always there. I was never not attracted to her. I still told her, like, to this very day, like, I know I messed up, I cheated on you, but I was never not attracted to you. irregardless of the fact that I went out of the relationship, I would still come home to her because I was like, I'm still probably highly attracted to her.
So the attraction is it's not only confined to physical.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's levels to attraction, man. There's levels to, like what Zen put it perfectly. There's levels to attraction to a person, you know. Obviously, it's the physical, it's the emotional, it's the mental, you know. You are going to evolve, right? Or devolve. Hopefully not devolve. But the same is going to happen with her, you know. You are going to learn new things and grow, but there's no guarantee that you're going to grow at the same kind of pace, you understand? And it could get to a point where you start to feel like, you know what, I think that we may not be compatible anymore because of where you are versus where she is mentally. And then you start to, you can't have the same conversations anymore because you're more enlightened and you're more exposed and you're more, or vice versa, you understand? And then you run into situations where your wife...
Do you know what will make me understand more what you're saying? Because I like where you're coming from, yeah? But I would want to hear your experiences first. Are we just dreaming here with what we are saying?
Yeah. Okay,
Has it ever happened to
yes,
you?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
So when it happened to me, it was the other way around.
What happened to you?
So she felt like I wasn't the guy for her anymore. I wasn't married, by the way. This is not in a marriage situation. This is someone I was dating.
Just a relationship.
Just a relationship, yeah. I mean, which is just as bad because she felt like I wasn't. She had, I don't know what is the word to use. She had evolved to a level that I wasn't at.
That's sad.
Yeah, and then
not you sad, Brahms. I feel sad for you.
yeah, it was a painful experience because it suddenly hit me that, you know...
She had found an upgrade.
She had found... she was also earning a lot more than I was at the time, you understand? So, but she was very upfront with it. You know, she was very honest about it and said, you know, I feel like we're not vibing the same anymore or whatever, our conversations are not the same, you know. But I've also done it with someone else where you meet someone and... you kind of feel they have not changed, you understand? They've kind of stayed so it was cool when we met and I liked that you do this, but now can we upgrade and become better? And then, you know, you start to feel like you are dragging somebody along with you and it wasn't fair. So I then eventually just decided to cut her loose.
I'll interrogate him.
Yeah.
Is it that they have evolved or you chose wrong? So understand me when I say you chose wrong. Because... Not even.
Yeah.
Is that Munuz was never really at his level or was not his spec, was not really his vibe. And all they've done is they've revealed themselves.
Yeah.
Really, right?
They just became
so
more
like here, we meet each other
yeah.
today and we're like, oh, great, we have drinks, we enjoy each other's company, great vibes, we're enjoying. Hey, Carl's a great person. You know, we talk. But I haven't even scratched the surface, Baba.
Yeah. Do you know what normally
I
happens
don't understand him.
with these type of relationships? They start with sex.
Oh, yeah.
And you
No,
there's nothing wrong with sex.
Then you're screwed, my friend.
You think the sex...
Literally.
Yeah,
Yes.
you think the sex is good.
Screwed, yes.
You do it again.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying that.
Yeah.
But now when you sit and reflect,
Yeah.
you
So, like,
discover
there's
that
nothing more
you
beyond
are
sex.
not on the same level.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
That's
Then
your fault.
that would be your problem because
It's your fault.
honestly, how do you start a relationship on the basis of how good sex is? It's because you need more. Because sex is not everything.
It's not really a similar experience, but my personal experience when I got married, actually, the person I was with at that time, initially we were attracted to each other, sexually. Yes, we had a connection, apart from emotional connection, we had a good emotional connection, good vibe, but with time, we lost that physical attraction, especially on my side.
But what do you mean lost it? Like,
I'll be
did
honest,
she change?
she was my first.
Did she change? As in,
She-
did how she?
She was the first grave.
Yeah,
Shatai was
exactly. So she was my first. Obviously, the first experience, it can take you places. You don't know anything. So I was like so thrilled. At the moment where she actually got pregnant, after a year and a half, then we decided to marry. We settled down with our first baby. Then 5 years later, we had our second baby. And then that's when I started to realize, but this is not really my type. I don't know. That's how I felt.
Type, what do you mean?
As in the physical appearance.
Was not your type.
Yeah, she was a bit curvy and all that. So I realized I'm more into slim type.
So you suddenly became.
Exactly, that's my
So
point.
someone
Like,
went on the
at what point
MCB and
did
went
you-
switch.
At what point did you just wake up one day and be like, oh,
No,
I actually don't like BBWs or whatever you call it?
I've always been attracted to
She's
slim.
curvy, Baba. He curved her, literally.
Oh, yeah.
What's
You took it a step further.
What's funny?
You took it a step further.
like,
He said
just
she
wake
was
up-
curvy. He didn't like curvy, not BBW.
I want to interrogate. So you
How
have
did
two
you-
women, 2 children with this woman.
Yeah, too.
And then one day you wake up and you just had Chada.
Yeah.
It wasn't like impossible.
So did she change her body, physical shape
no, she
with
didn't change.
children?
She was still okay.
So it
So
was
she
your
was she the
problem.
same woman that she was when you married her, or that
She was the
children
same.
added an extra few
No,
kgs?
she was actually, for those who like curvy, she was actually getting better. No, but for me, I realized I'm not
stammering.
really attracted.
But,
So when I
What was her name? The other little one, slim one. There was someone who changed your thought
Yeah,
process.
because you saw someone.
Yeah,
You child someone who was
exactly.
slim. And you
I
thought,
rest,
okay,
I rest
this-
my case, Your Honor.
and then it's like, okay,
I'm gonna keep it
4x4
slim.
or sports car or whatever. And
yes,
then it's like,
then
okay,
I actually
cool.
lost the attraction. So it actually took it was really bad on our marriage, eh? So I
Yeah, if
couldn't
you're not having
communicate
sex
that.
with someone, it must be very bad.
Yeah, I couldn't communicate that. Then even she would change in front of me, then obviously nothing.
Why you say Meswa?
Sorry?
What did she discuss?
That's really messed up.
No, we didn't talk
Because
about it.
that's messed up. What you did was messed up.
Yeah,
I must
it was
just tell
bad
you.
on my part, but
Yeah.
at least I came out.
Yeah,
I
but
let
you,
it go.
you put her through
So
things that she
you
wasn't
left
even
your wife
supposed to.
because of the way she looked.
Partially,
attraction.
yeah. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine
Cut
that.
him some slack, guys.
No, bruh.
Who's slack?
We're going full on.
It's part of it.
Tony,
It's part of it. It's not
tag
totally.
team, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not
No,
totally
no,
the
no,
whole.
no, no.
but
He.
the bigger
How do you
picture
do
is-
that? Like, you can't do that, bro.
So someone's physical
Were there
appearance was the
kids
reason
involved?
for you to no longer be with
Were
her.
there kids involved?
No. You
No, he
mean
had 2
what?
kids with
We've
her.
got 2 kids. Yeah.
2 kids.
Okay, let me finish this for you.
No, he's buried.
coming
He's
out.
buried. He's buried. His memorial service will be done next
trying,
week.
yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Because
He wasn't attracted to the physical aspect anymore.
No, he was before.
And what do you do?
But you know,
He
but Howard, that's the
Take
thing.
this one.
That's the thing.
She was my
The
first.
fundamental is you've got to interrogate why. What is your why? Why has it changed?
Because he was getting it somewhere else.
Is it changed because someone's physical appearance has changed? Right?
Well, you're getting it
Clearly
elsewhere.
not because he said she was looking more hot, like more curvy. The problem, and it's not a personal thing, but it's just the concept of it all. Is Kuti, something changed. And I bet you, without knowing his history, the something that changed was a size 9 that walked into his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a size 9?
And then you just woke up one day. The trap that we men fall into a lot of the times is we ignore red flags. I mean, we meet a lot of people and we are instantly attracted to the physical, right? And then we think that's all there is to a person, and then we base the foundation of that relationship on that physical attraction. But the truth is, physical attraction has never sustained any relationship.
So,
It was.
so it's kind of similar with your story.
No. I was still attracted to her.
But you cheated.
Yes, I cheated, but I was still attracted to her. I cheated, obviously.
This is widely broadcast.
Be careful.
I cheated because at the end of the day I wanted to. But not
Not because of
yes,
her.
but
yeah.
not because.
Not because of her.
I can't. I guess I can
Was he
give.
also a size 4?
No, ish. Yeah. You know what the thing is? I can give 1,000 reasons why I cheated, but at the end of the day, I made the decision to cheat.
Yeah.
So it still
Hey,
doesn't
that's
matter.
powerful,
It doesn't matter like whether her and I were arguing, whether this or that. It still doesn't matter. I still cheated on her.
Because he wanted to cheat.
Yeah,
you know.
not because I wasn't attracted to her. I'm still highly attracted to her to this very day.
Which brings me to a point, right? And this is a question to you guys. Like, are we that superficial? Are we that superficial?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
like,
Men and women.
we are.
Yes.
Honestly, it boggles my mind how you can wake up and say, you know, you're not attracted to this person
Achada.
anymore. Anchade. Based on what? You know?
Are there a lot
Is it
of-
based on how they treat you, or what is it? Like, have they gone crazy?
So allow me. Instant coffee, fast food, Instagram with likes, Facebook, etc. We live in a world of gratification.
Instant.
And the gratification has to be instant or it has to be delay within my tolerance. We no longer do delayed gratification. Even in this country, how many people have got a mortgage that they're paying over 30 years? It just doesn't
Nobody,
happen anymore.
yeah.
There are very few people.
Microwave stuff.
So we've understood a life of nasi, kates,
now.
right?
Give me, make
This is
me
what I
feel.
want. This is what I need. This is what I deserve. Without you establishing the parameters.
And do you know what we normally say there? Life is too short.
My guy. But it's true though. So when you balance a truism with your own life fundamental and philosophy, it can easily make you turn left tomorrow when you're going straight or you're going right. And we have to interrogate our own processes. It's got nothing to do with the person that you're lying in a bed with. It's got everything to do with you, like he said. I mean, and Tony said it's powerful. The ability for us to take ownership of our decisions and our decision-making process. And very few people do that. That's the thing. People want to live in an instant life, instant world, but without the consequences of their actions and decisions.
That's powerful.
But have you ever stayed with somebody and you think you know the person? 3 to 5 years down the line and you see that what you were seeing is not what you were seeing.
Still your fault, Howard. Still your fault.
Yeah, I have an explanation for that.
People change, Howard. The same way you change, the same way you stop seeing her.
I don't think that people change fundamentally. They just become more of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's either you turn the blind eye to the real, or maybe you were not even making the effort. You were not intentional about getting to know a person.
Yeah,
when
but
you were
It's like,
supposed to.
you know, like they say, money changes people. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Money amplifies people.
Amplifies
But
who you are.
remember,
right?
I remember having a discussion with you guys
Yeah.
when I was telling you about personality and character.
Yeah.
Because we all have got different personalities. But as we are interacting, we build a character on top of the personality. At the end of the day, what you see is a character,
Yeah,
not
but-
because personality, that's the real person.
The difference is you can only do it for so long, Howard. You can't fake.
So that's what I'm
You-
saying. 5 years down the line,
The
now
5 years
the
to go under.
personality is
5
there.
years to
Okay,
go
all
under.
right, let me bring it down. 2 years.
No,
down
it's
the
too
line.
long.
It's too much.
It's too long.
Put it in 2 months or whatever. You can only pretend for so long, Howard.
Howard, like I said, let's just bring it back to boys. Because sometimes we cloud this thing and talk about women. If we are
Keyword
sitting,
there.
Takadai so,
Yes.
right? And we have a day where we've had a rip-roaring time. And I'm like, these are great guys. I only need 2 more interactions with you to actually suss out who you are.
Who you are, yeah.
Right? I'll say, let's go play golf. Play golf. And the next thing I see you throwing your clubs after frustration. Who is got a temper?
Anger issues, yeah.
Who is got a temper?
Yeah.
Or I see how you're treating the caddy.
Yep.
Or there's ladies
All of
over
that are
there and you're
indications.
doing this, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
you know what? We had a great night last night, but today I'm actually seeing the true character
The true
of the
character of
individual.
the person.
Then I can forgive you and I say, you know what? It was a really bad day. It was hot. We played bad golf, whatever. Then we go
Yeah.
for drinks the next day. and I see certain manifestations of those
Yep.
same things. And I'm like, Howard, not quite for me. Not for me.
Problem
And that's the thing. Don't be fooled with your own thoughts. Don't be fooled by oxytocin. Don't be fooled by endorphins. The chemical reactions that you're having to interacting with a woman,
Yeah.
and whether it's from a sexual interaction,
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
it's from
Perfectly
physical
said.
touch, etc. The chemicals that your body is releasing, you still need to interrogate your own processes in your own self. And that's why I say, for you to turn around one day and say, I like this woman or I don't like this woman, it's got nothing to do with how she is. It's got everything to do with you.
Well, if you'd ask me if the reason why I chose to break up with my ex, it's because of physical attraction, is it quite petty? I would say yes, it's quite petty, especially after when Zam and Tony said a lot of things on the fundamentals on relationships. To actually see it as petty. But well, to me, it's actually a thing, because I would be thinking if I'm to live the rest of my life with someone that I'm not physically attracted to, I'll be missing out more on life. Because imagine another 10, another 15 years without that satisfaction. So for me, I would say I think I did the right decision for her and for me.
I like that about you. You come up with stats and all that.
Yes.
Divorce cases. What are the states? What are the states when you look at the divorce cases right now?
Right now?
Yes.
I think we're at what? In Zim, we're at, was it 49% or something crazy
Probably.
like that?
Why do you think it's that high?
Okay.
49%.
Can I
It's for the
help him?
Yeah.
Employment contract. You go to work for a company, they carry out an interview, which is basically them interviewing you. But you would have done your own understanding. All right, I'm going to work for this company. Who are they? You might talk to your friends and say, what's this company like? La-di-da-da. Business transaction. Tony's selling his business. What's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to call your accountant, you're going to call your lawyer. You're going to do due diligence. DD. Getting married, coupling, is the single biggest decision you're going to ever make in your life. But you're going to be led by a piece of your anatomy rather than making a decision-making process that's through a tree process. It's your fault.
It's
the
your problem
failure for
still.
people to do due diligence and interrogate the reasons why they get married to an individual is the single biggest cause of the high number of divorces in Zimbabwe.
The single anatomy is that's it.
It's the head that doesn't
wish.
think. It's the head that doesn't think.
So, in short, this is you living with the consequences of your choices. And you've got nobody to blame but yourself because you had the opportunity. You were not forced to marry this person, Howard. You were not.
What if they got pregnant?
You chose to ignore the red flags or whatever. And please, let's be fair. This person is being who she is, and she's being who she has always been.
All right. I hear you.
She didn't change.
I hear you.
Right?
I hear you.
She just
Tony.
became more of herself.
Okay, let me amplify. Let's talk about your body count.
Yes.
Why did you
I
leave
can't
all
say.
all the people that you were with?
No.
Zam.
As Tony's legal representative, he will not answer that
Howard.
question for fear of self-incrimination.
There's a million reasons. There's a million reasons why people break up, and it's not always the lack of attraction.
Why are you rushing to put the word break up?
No. You're asking me why I left the people that I left. And I'm saying
let's keep it there.
It was not always the lack of attraction. It was a whole lot of reasons.
Give me
Some
two.
of them,
Give me two.
some of them cheated, and I found out. How's that? For a reason to leave.
And you felt.
And a lot of them, we just stopped vibing. You know, we confuse infatuation, lust, and actually being in love with someone. A lot of what we call love in this age and generation is really lust and infatuation.
Yeah, but you brought up the word love because I'm not talking about love.
Yes.
Because you are with somebody in a relationship, it's not really love, eh? It's not really love. So my issue is on attraction in that particular relationship, not for somebody who's in love. Maybe when you talk about love, maybe the infatuation has matured, into love. So still, I'm still with you. What do you do when you don't feel attracted to the person that you are with?
I don't do anything because I signed up for this.
You leave. Body count. Don't look at me like that.
No, as
Mr.
legal-
Lawyer, please.
as his
I
legal
will say this
representative,
again.
I'm the
I
legal
object.
representative.
I object.
I will say this again. This is a quote that I came up with. If all you ever do is what you feel like doing, then you are.
Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
Say it
If
loud.
all
No,
you
no.
ever
Say it
do-
for the people at the back.
If all you ever do is what you feel like doing, then you are. Because what's going to happen is that you will hop on from the woman that you're with right now, right? And it's within your rights to decide to leave, and it's fine. Nobody will shoot
Freedom,
you for
God.
that. Yes.
Do you know when we talk about
But guess
God,
what?
the single most important thing that ever happened to a human being is the choice.
Yeah, but remember
You know,
freedom.
to choose what you want.
How-
That's
you want
freedom.
freedom.
You
So
will
if I
choose to
I
leave.
feel like I
Because-
want to leave,
You will choose to leave.
He is free and you're dumb. That's freedom.
he's not free. He's
So
not
you
free. So now it comes back to choice. If I decide to leave, I can leave.
Yes, but
Yes,
guess
I'm
what?
hooked.
Guess
but
what?
if I
Yes,
decide
but
to leave, I
remember,
can leave.
remember,
Guess what,
remember,
Howard?
remember, remember. We talk about choices. Choices and consequences.
Yeah.
It's your choice to leave. But you got to deal with the consequences
What the
of leaving.
consequences of
Right?
what
The
happened?
consequences-
Are you
There's
guys,
consequences
are you,
of staying.
are you guys
Do you-
dealing with it?
Are you really going
Insuku
to?
zonke cho. Right?
You're going to have to live with the label of being the guy who's been married and divorced 3 times
Yeah.
or 4 times.
Yeah.
Are you able to handle that? If you can, then great.
Are you?
My
You are
life.
going to be the
That's
guy.
your life?
It's my life.
You're going to be the
Take
guy.
it or
who's
leave
going-
it.
I'm going to drink to it.
You're going to
We'll just call you Dr. Alban now.
You're going to be the guy who's going to be co-parenting with 3, 4 different women. How is that for consequences?
Tony,
But it's
Tony,
happening. But
one
it's
is
happening.
more than enough, my friend.
But it's happening.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you have the choice to live. And in my experience, you know, these things are all the same. You understand? I mean, you leave someone for one reason or the other. You walk into another situation, and it's another whole different situation that you're going to have to deal with. So if you're going to be the guy, and remember, if you leave the first time, you're more likely to leave again.
The second time.
And you're more likely to leave again the third time. It becomes easy for you. You understand? Because
There's a
you are,
stat on-
you are never the guy who commits to anything.
I think, Tony, there's a stat on second marriages, like first marriages, about 40-50%.
Yeah.
But second marriage is 80. Right?
There you
Because
go.
once you've left already, it's so much easier.
It's so
like,
much
"Mama,
easier."
it's not what I want.
Because you know the
It's not what I want.
drama, you know what comes after, you know
So
what
is
to do.
this
and-
why you guys are not married?
No.
No.
It's a fear of commitment, right?
No.
Fear. You're afraid.
You guys.
Well, for you, I can understand because you've never been married. But for some,
But it doesn't need to be married. You're with someone who you're in a partnership. So,
I was in a partnership. I
Okay.
was in a relationship for a long time. I think that's why Zam thought I was married.
Yeah,
because I was
yeah,
with her for a very long time. Zam knows her from way back.
you get-
So, yeah.
and
It was as good as marriage.
felt like marriage.
legal law marriage. I think in
Which is
Zimbabwe
why I
they call
said
that
it's
if you
half
stay
married.
together, it's a legal law marriage. But we weren't married. We stayed together for 9 years.
That's a long time, bro.
I said we stayed together.
for 9 years.
You married.
Okay, so yeah. Everything was good aside from, okay, yes, we had our usual arguments. I think couples argue all the time. And I think I was immature and I'd take an argument and I'd go stress relief out there, come back and I'd be fine.
So do you think now you are at a particular place where if you get to stay another 9 with somebody and things go south, you won't up and leave?
The thing is, for now, I'm not looking for a relationship.
What are you looking for?
For now, I'm like, I don't know.
a good.
A good time, a vibe. I'm looking for a vibe, but the thing is, I think I'd be toxic if I had to get into a relationship right now, because I'm coming from a long relationship, and I've already got my own issues from that relationship. I feel like if I jumped into another relationship, I'd be toxic.
It's very mature.
Yeah,
It's
you're the
very
man.
mature.
You're the man.
I've come to the conclusion that you can make it work with anybody, bro, if you really want to.
So why are you not?
Even someone that's not even your spectrum, dad.
Why?
telling you.
Tony's busy lying to us.
Hear me out. Hear
I
me out,
defend
bro.
this man.
Ah, come on,
What
Zam.
way?
Defend this
Even
man.
if the person doesn't want.
Hear me out.
Let's say the person.
Even with
even the
somebody-
person doesn't want.
Howard,
The person doesn't
how
obviously
many
come
people
work.
do you know?
Choice.
Vakadumburisa, right? When they were in high school or whatever, right? And they didn't necessarily love this person, and they're still married to this day and they're making it work. India, what do? They arrange marriages, right? And there's actually a higher success rate amongst those marriages than your emotion, passion-based unions that you have these days. Because you realize at some point that really all it takes for a marriage to work is your commitment. I think commitment should be the basis of all, in fact, is the basis of all kinds of anything that's lasting, whether it's a job or it's mortgage, for example. Like, I mean, you don't feel like paying mortgage all the time, but you pay it through and you see it through because you're committed to it, right?
Okay.
All of these things that you're telling me about, attraction, this, all of those things are fickle and they're subject to change, and they change all the time.
Well, I feel like Tony and Zam were ganging up against me because they are not hooked. Well, they are hooked, but not married. And talking about freedom, I don't think the way they were trying to explain freedom as is what it is. Because not being married doesn't give you the license to do whatever you want. You're not essentially free, as they were saying, because remember, they are in relationships with other people. Tony was actually saying he's in a 2-year relationship. So whatever he does, he's always looking over his shoulder because he knows there's somebody in the rearview mirror.
Guess what, Howard? It doesn't matter how beautiful the woman that you married today is. You are always going to be attracted to someone else at some point. You understand?
So,
and if you do not have...
He is talking about commitment.
Preach.
And I understand the commitment. But you also told us about the instant world that we're living in. Mm-hmm. How easy or difficult is it for us to have commitment in this instant world?
It's very easy if you choose to make the right decisions. So the first right decision you need to make is to interrogate your own decision-making process. I want to marry this woman. Why do you want to marry her?
Show you better.
Why do you want to marry this woman? Right? Because the sex is great. Bruh, there's 6 million women who will give you better sex or great sex. True. I love this woman because we can talk to each other. Okay, that's a possibility. But you've got to have a checklist. And tick, 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 tick. And find as many ticks as possible on your checklist. Whether it's she cooks for you, whether she makes you feel happy. And listen, I'm not trying to put people into traditional roles, etc. Because she must have the same checklist about you. You check whether her tires are fine when she drives off to work, the battery is good and run. So it's not about traditional roles. It's just about whether each party is feeling that they are complemented by the other individual, right? And the more ticks and checks you have, the more likely it is that you are going to stay with that person beyond the superficial. You're going to stay with that person beyond the first hiccup, beyond the first stormy waters, beyond the first thing that challenges you to say, why did I get married to this person?
Is this happening in this world that we're living in?
Some people don't can I ask a question? I call them lighthouse relationships. You guys might be able to relate. We all know that couple. You look at them, the guy's a little bit overweight. The woman's also a little bit overweight. But they smile every day.
Yeah, they're happy.
Right? They don't do bling bling.
Nope.
They go on their nice little holidays. They got little chubby kids that run around every day. They're happier than you've ever been in your life.
Yeah.
And you look at them and you say, Aschigo, how far? Right? That's happiness, my brother. Those are people who've decided and understood what it is that they want,
but
what it is that they need.
What's the percentage of those people?
Very few. Very few. We all know that.
Because a lot of y'all are very superficial, Howard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to call me superficial?
You're so surprised. I wasn't talking about you, but you included. Mukurorera magaro, mukurorera.
Garo ndo nenda ona.
Aiwa, but I don't want a problem yacho man. Because garo ndo jairira.
Because you get attracted to something, then you build on that something.
Aiwa, imi munotangira papo zvoperera ipapo manje. Kuti because imi munoti madana na 1 week ino imachinja manamba chatotsva, you understand? After chatsva paya in the zviri sure.
Do you have a girlfriend right now?
Yes, I do.
What got you together with that girlfriend?
we were friends for 2 years before that. Yeah, we were friends. Like I had no interest, absolutely, in her. You understand? I knew she was a good person, but no, not even.
Okay.
So we were friends for 2 years, and she watched people come into my life and go. I watched people come into her life and go. You understand? But we always had that.
Body count.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to get him. Whether lawyer or no lawyer, I was going to get him.
So when COVID hit, when the first lockdown happened, like the proper
We were locked
lockdown, where
down
you
together.
couldn't even go to the barber
locked
shop,
down together.
where you couldn't even go to the barber
Oh, you
shop.
were locked down together.
No,
You
no.
couldn't go where?
To the
barber
barber
shop. Yeah,
Yes.
I understand.
So because I was alone at home, you understand? She was.
She got stopped.
But you're not even listening. She was locked down in Skies at home, where home is,
Tony.
right? So during that time, I was at home. Do you remember that time when you would walk into town and there's not a single
Yeah.
human being walking in town? Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
That was scary, bro. So I was at home. I was scared, you know. So we got to have a lot more conversations during that time than any other time before. So we spoke so much, like you speak in the morning for like an hour, speak in the afternoon, speak in the evening. We did a lot of video calling because she was worried and I was scared, you understand? Because I couldn't leave the house. And anyway, long and short,
It was a tough time.
we became closer. And then we started exploring the possibility of us dating. And that's how it happened.
I like this story.
But Howard, can I tell you? The good thing about his story is the interaction and connection began on a higher level. It was intellectually, emotionally, spiritually.
It was because
before
of,
sex.
It was because of the situation.
No, but exactly. No,
Take
but that's
away-
true.
take away the COVID.
But that's the whole point.
Take away the COVID with Tony.
But remember, it's a situation. You meet a girl in a club, it's a situation.
Yeah.
You meet a girl at rugby, it's a situation.
Yeah, so-
you go, you sit in Rufaro, you meet a girl, it's a situation. Everything is a situation.
I mean, I started looking at her different at some point. I mean, she's a very attractive woman. You know?
okay.
Yeah. And
Does she still live in
and,
Blair?
and sex. No, she moved to Harare. She's working in Harare.
Stop it, I like it.
So, so sex was no way in the agenda for months.
Until it was.
And then it became eventually, right? But it wasn't the thing that, because I knew so much about her and she knew so much about me, and it wasn't I wasn't trying to get some relief or whatever.
So the
like,
connection is strong.
The connection was really, really strong.
So how long have you guys been together?
2 years now.
And how's it going?
It's going good so far. We have
Should
our
I get my suit jacket for the wedding?
maybe.
Can I be the MC?
Hell no. Imagine Howard giving a speech
No,
about.
no, no,
I wouldn't have a wedding.
disaster. A disaster.
Do you know where I
If
was?
there's anyone who knows any reason why these two should not be joining
And
earlier,
then Howard will be like, okay, can I just say something?
Did you talk about body counts? That would be my question. So
Did you?
what
did we
I
what?
was? So I was.
okay.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah. Let's drop it. So my issue, Zam, was you meet somebody. Obviously, something is going to attract you. Because there are certain people who are sapiosexual, it's in the mind, and the mind connects. And well, for my good friend here,
Our resident-
size 4.
Our resident.
He sees what he likes.
Player
Then boom,
from the
they're there.
Himalayas.
For you,
Hey, why you don't come back to me? Let's go back to Tony. Tony's that friend, that's the best friend that we always worry about. Because basically I was this girl's friend for years before they started dating.
Yeah.
And I'm sure every guy that came across asked about Tony.
That's my friend.
Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he's just my friend. He's not
Tony, I've got a song for you.
Show, man.
Baby, you got what I need.
But
you
you
say it's just a friend. Tony's that friend, bro.
There were a couple of guys that came in. They didn't understand the. But I don't think that I never intentionally intimidated anybody. You know, in fact, I would always want to meet like a lot of these guys.
I was busy bit mouthing
Waiting for
everybody.
your time.
Zam,
But then I had the power
cow.
to decide. I had the power to decide who stays and who goes. At some point,
Manu, those the shades that he put on.
that male friend we spoke about the one time.
Dangerous.
But,
Man,
but guys,
Jibangu.
I mean, let's get, because we're trying to help each other, right? Like,
Yeah,
we are trying
yeah,
to make
yeah.
better decisions and whatever. Like, I mean, honestly, we can't keep choosing our women based on how they look. That's
I think we can.
no. Like
we can.
to make a commitment based on
Yeah.
how
No, we
somebody
can.
We
looks.
can.
No, we can.
We can.
No, we
See,
can.
that's
looks,
exactly the
looks are
problem.
very, very
No, we
important.
can. No, but
No, I'm not saying but it can't be the only thing on your list.
Okay, then
Yeah.
qualify that statement.
Yeah.
But it
can't
could be the
only-
most important thing,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a given.
right?
Women age faster than men, correct? Right?
Really?
Yeah, true.
So
Even I've got a friend.
So
I'm
shoot
totally-
10 years into the future.
I'm
and
not I'm looking at possibility of having kids. First,
How old is he? Agenda.
Azhendra, panobuda chigwe ipapa.
Chipogo.
That's the starting point.
Chikulan.
what are
Yeah.
you doing? Are you breeding kids or?
Yes.
But this
Go
happens in a
forth and
marriage.
multiply, Tony.
Yeah.
Here you've got some catching up to do. You're only
This
on
is
one,
why
aren't
you
you?
have problems, Howard.
Or two? Or three?
The reason why you have problems.
He's your lawyer.
How many? You're on one, two? How many kids?
Two. I have two.
Official.
I have two, yeah.
Official.
What do you mean official? Every kid is official. What are you talking about? Then on the book?
Until time International Mugabe comes, it's official. Tony,
Yeah.
those are the Abana Chao.
Apana child.
I think it's also a bit of a sexist statement to say, why do men cheat? Because we live in a world where women are as empowered as men to make decisions that they want to make about their bodies, about their lives, about how they choose to live. So ultimately, the question really should be, is why do people cheat? And people cheat because they can and they want to. And those decisions are theirs of their own. And no matter how much we want to place that burden and responsibility on the partners that we are with, ultimately the decision-making process is one which is made by ourselves, and the reasons and the consequences are those of our own. So why do people cheat? Because we can and we want to.
Emmanuel,
Yes.
when you, I mean, let's be real. Let's be. Ukasataura chokwadi ka hatikwanisi kukubatsira. So taura chokwadi. When you choose your women, what do you look at?
I mean, it's physical attraction first.
Manu is a simple lad. I like Manu, he's simple. He knows. And
then what?
When I say simple, I don't mean
I'm
that you're a
expecting him
simple
to go
person, but your triggers are simple.
Yeah. Simplicity.
She's gonna be hot.
And then what?
Yeah, she gotta be hot.
Slay queen.
And yeah, she gotta be a slay queen.
Standard one.
That's me.
And then what? That's it.
Everything else will...
If she's not, the rest doesn't matter. You know what? Hey,
Howard?
but Tony, he wants a chick to go to the club with. And did he?
And that's my truth.
And when boys walk in, blah, blah, blah.
You can come to me now.
He laughs because he knows.
Yeah, he's right.
You can come to me now.
Howard?
Sure, the first thing is physical attraction.
Of course,
Everything else
of
you
course.
learn as you
Look,
go.
guys,
we go, yeah.
You
You
don't
learn as you go.
understand what I'm saying.
guys
I'm
are
not
so
in any
superficial.
way.
Imagine ndasvika pana zamchiya vanazavasawo chitaura
I was just trying to say, I
What
think
else?
she's got money.
Howard. How old is the money?
Remember even the example that he gave us. You look at a couple, the guy is chubby, the woman is chubby, and they've got the little chubby kids, and you are asking yourself,
But they're happy, mama.
why? How?
Huh?
But you're not even looking at happiness. But
Brother,
you
doing
ask,
Winky D, we're happy again. I see me happy, Ndala.
Ndabvunza iwewe. So beyond the physical, what else do you look
so
at?
all these other aspects now you learn as you go. You know,
Yeah, that's
you
true. No,
learning
this
on
is
the
what
job. Was it this I don't want, this I don't want, this I can work with, this I can work
That's a
with.
problem.
But the first thing is the physical.
That's
guys.
a recipe for disaster, my friend.
Kyle?
Physical attraction.
And then what?
And then after that, I see...
More sex and
No,
sex.
I actually look for depth. I can be physically attracted to you. We can start talking for maybe a week. I see there's no depth in our conversations, I block you.
Also, you look for.
But you would have hit.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Standard.
Sometimes, but I look for depth. Honestly, I look for depth.
Explain this.
Someone that you can have a conversation with.
Totally.
If
You
we
don't
set things,
understand
set points. Like, I'll give an example. You go out for lunch or dinner, and the conversation is not flowing. This person only talks about physical things, like, I need this new phone, I want to do this, oh, I saw this outfit I want to get. You know, it's boring conversations. Someone with no plan for the future. I like people who got like plans.
How
who
many
have-
kids? How many kids are we going to have?
Ambition.
No, not plans between us, but like your own ambitions,
Just
like
like
what you
what
want
do
to
you
do,
wanna
like
do
where
in
you
your
see
life?
yourself in the next 5 years. Not that I'm asking for your 5-year plan, but I just want to know that you also have more to you
Things
than just
that
a
you-
physical attraction.
Exactly.
And most of the time, most of these pretty girls you come across, they don't have any depth.
Yep.
They're just like there. So then you
Yeah.
find out that after a week, blocked.
And because we're Chaya Manjika, now you feel obligated to
No,
stay.
not even now. No, after you teach you like, ball. Why would you want to
Yeah.
stay? I look for someone I can get along with, someone we can conversate with, Netflix and actually chill, someone where there's won't be a dull moment, not where there's the awkward silence, someone that we like similar things. We can do stuff together that doesn't only have to be physical stuff. We can go out together. We like the same movies. We like the same things. You know, just someone that you get along with. That's what I look for.
I want to hear your story, Zam.
My story. What's my story? What's the question? What's the
What do
question?
you look at?
TTZ, show me. I'm at the total tandizi. Get tandizi. I like things. Right? So it's like much what Kyle said. You've got to have a certain attraction. And it might just be whether it's the flick of their hair, the shape of the body, the demeanor, the personality, the character. But then what? Because those things can't be sustained. It's a conversation. And a conversation, we're not talking about having a conversation about Sigmund Freud or having a conversation about Nietzsche, but there must be something that can relate, you know? And then there's certain things that will just elevate it. Like all of a sudden we're sitting and watching his Formula One and the woman's talking about Formula One as well. You're like, ah, you like this as well. Oh, you're cooking something and she likes the same kind of food or likes to cook it. So it's a path of discovery. And the more mutual connections you find together, the more likely you are to sustain that relationship.
And how is that going?
This thing is hard.
Yeah?
It's hard.
It comes back to what?
A
The
conversation.
instant world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I don't live in an instant world because I'm middle-aged now.
Yeah. No,
So
I
when
know.
you're middle-aged, you have the luxury of not being time-driven. Albeit I have fewer years ahead of me than behind me. Like, I think, him and I, yeah? The rest of you guys, you can look and say you have more years ahead of you than behind you. Whereas people like Tony and I, we're middle-aged, which means that we have actually less years ahead of us than behind us. So when you've got that, you're not in a rush to go into things that are not right. You choose and you curate and you create that
You're
which
very
is right for you.
The key word there being intentional.
Intentionality, my brother.
Intentional about
You guys can make mistakes
kinds
for the
of
next 5
things.
years,
Yeah.
right? Right? You haven't cracked 40. You're just hovering. You haven't cracked 40, right?
you can't
Right?
afford.
Us guys, we're in our 40s. In fact, we're not even in our 40s. We're probably closer to 50 than we are to 40. I'm closer to 50 than I'm 40.
Yeah.
And when you get to that part of a stage in your life, you start to understand that, you know what, I should be Hari. Harare mashungu ni tara.
So what do you do when you don't feel attracted to your partner?
You put
You
up.
interrogate. Let me close it out for you. Let me close it out for you.
Yeah, we need
Because
to
we are
Put up with
closer
it.
to our graves. So let's just stick with it.
No, but I don't believe in that you can't be attracted to a partner. There's no way that you were hitting it yesterday, last year, last month, and you're saying you're not attracted today. There's something you're attracted to from the start.
Which is why I said at the beginning, what is it? Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it emotional?
Yeah, if it's-
and 90% of the time, if you're not attracted to your partner, it's your fault.
Yeah.
What are you doing wrong? If someone is not, you're not connected to them mentally, it's your fault. If you're not connected to them emotionally, it's your fault.
Yeah.
If you're not connected to them physically, it's your fault.
Because
it's
no
you.
one forced you.
It's you.
There it is.
To force this
Yeah,
connection.
there it is. Done and dusted.
Yes.
It's your
Done.
fault.
So you are screwed, my
Yeah.
friend.
Or not.